Concerns from the financial world. First Republic, a well-known regional bank, saw its stock drop nearly 50% yesterday after announcing a recent $100 billion drop in deposits.
Look at how Ethereum is not at the recent highs like Bitcoin is. What does that tell us? It tells us that Bitcoin is your pure play when the banking crisis is going on. Sure, you're seeing a bit in Ethereum, but it's not the same magnitude that you're seeing in Bitcoin because Bitcoin is a pure play.
Another major U.S. bank is in trouble. First Republic Bank has suffered over $100 billion in cash withdrawals, with consumers taking their money away from the bank. This bank may be on the verge of collapse. We may be seeing a replay of the bank crises in 2023 as experienced in 2008. This has been good for the crypto market, with Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies rallying at the back of the bank crisis. But Gareth Soloway is saying investors in the crypto market must not get excited yet. Why? Find out in today's analysis, after you have subscribed to the channel. Yes, hit that subscribe button first. Thanks.
Let's take a look at what's going on in Bitcoin here, guys. All right, so Bitcoin is ripping to the upside, just hit resistance at 30,000. Now remember, 30,000 to 30,500 is your key level of resistance. You can see what's gone on basically since yesterday when FRC, all right, First Republic Bank, when they basically had their earnings announcement, they came out and said that, hey guys, we lost 40% of our deposits in the last quarter. In addition, we saw essentially our business stagnate. All right, that was not what Wall Street wanted to hear. 40% is a bigger number than Wall Street expected. And then to add on even insult to injury. All right, this is the kicker, guys. First Republic, FRC, they basically did not take any questions from analysts in the conference call, and they just said done. And they walked away 12 minutes after they started that earnings call. All right, to me, all right, now remember, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, all these big banks gave them $30 billion to shore them up. All right, this was a couple months ago when the banking crisis occurred. And for them to just say, hey, we're not even going to take any questions, that is not basically, that's not uplifting to the sector. And so that stock got pummeled yesterday. And as soon as you saw it down 40, 50%, Bitcoin began to uptick. And it started to go better and better and better. Now, the bottom line is, as an investor, this is all inside of the levels. If we look at the chart on the daily chart here, let's go to the daily. So what we could see here is this is your 30,500 level. That is essentially your line in the sand. Like I just said, 30,000 to 30,500, that's what you're keeping your eye on. If we get above 30,500 and we close, you want a daily close, and then you want multiple days, I say 5 to 7 days above that 30,500 level. Now you have a confirmed breakout and you likely could head higher. Aside from that, be very skeptical of this move, because if the banking crisis does not get worse, this resistance at 30,500 to 30,000, that could ultimately end up being a top, and we still could see Bitcoin moving back to the downside.
First Republic Bank is one of the largest private banks in the U.S., serving wealthy clients and businesses. The bank reported a 25% drop in deposits in the first quarter of 2023 compared to the previous quarter. The bank attributed the decline to a one-time event related to a large corporate customer that moved its funds to another institution. However, some analysts speculated that the withdrawal was linked to Adobe, a software giant that announced its plans to adopt Bitcoin and Ethereum as payment options for its products and services. This is a huge win for the cryptocurrency market, but unfortunate for bank shareholders. Adobe's decision was seen as a major boost for the crypto industry, as it signaled a growing acceptance of digital currencies among mainstream corporations. Adobe has over 29,000 corporate customers worldwide, including many Fortune 500 companies. Bitcoin rose above $29,000 on Wednesday, after hitting a low of $27,000 on Tuesday. The cryptocurrency rebounded from a long-term support level of $27,000 and reached a peak of $29,121.97. The Relative Strength Index, or the RSI, also bounced from a floor of 44 and moved above 55, indicating bullish momentum.
Let's go back into the charts here. Let's look at Ethereum. What do we have on Ethereum? Ethereum is rallying, but look at the chart here. Look at where we're hitting. We're hitting resistance on Ethereum here. This upsloping trend line, a beautiful upsloping trend line. This is the key point. Now, one of the things I want to mention here, look at how Ethereum is not at the recent highs like Bitcoin is. What does that tell us? It tells us that Bitcoin is your pure play when the banking crisis is going on. Sure, you're seeing a bit in Ethereum, but it's not the same magnitude that you're seeing in Bitcoin because Bitcoin is a pure play. Always remember that in 10 years, 20 years with Bitcoin, it's the pure play, just like gold is the pure play. If I had to put it in comparison, I would say Bitcoin is to gold as Ethereum is to silver. All right, think about that. Think about how silver doesn't really go one for one with gold because silver has an industrial side to it plus a store of safety. Gold is just a pure store of safety. So kind of a cool little concept to think about. Bitcoin equals gold. Ethereum is equal to silver when it comes to investing. All right, so watch this level around 1960 on Ethereum. That is going to be a very pivotal level here. Let's see if we get through that. So bottom line is Bitcoin, again, big pop, but we know we're into resistance here. Let's keep an eye. Look at that, 29,800. That short starting to play out on the BITI by buying BITI, which is short the Bitcoin futures. If we look at the S&P 500, one final check here. We are seeing, again, S&P up slightly on the morning session. Watch that Microsoft level, 297 to 300. Appears to 300 today, gets me interested on the short side, and then 311. And obviously, we'll keep an eye on all these others. Enphase, heck, Boeing, Visa, CMG, ATVI, I didn't even have a chance to mention today, but that one's an interesting one, falling sharply as the European Union basically saying no to the merger with Microsoft. But the bottom line is on ATVI, I don't see anything in terms of a trade until you at least get down to 71 or so.
Bitcoin's correlation with gold has risen to 57%, a two-year high, as investors seek safe havens amid a crisis at multiple banks that threatened the industry with financial contagion. Kaiko analyst Desislava Albert noted, quote, "It's a significant shift because over the course of 2022, Bitcoin and gold were mostly uncorrelated," end quote. He is not alone in this assertion. Bank of America's crypto and digital asset strategists Alkesh Shah and Andrew Moss also said, quote, "A decelerating positive correlation with SPX-QQQ and a rapidly rising correlation with XAO, or gold, indicate that investors may view Bitcoin as a safe haven," end quote. Bitcoin's correlation with other assets has changed over time and suggests that investors should monitor the correlation trends and adjust their strategies accordingly. A report from Standard Chartered, a British bank, predicts Bitcoin could reach $100,000 by early 2024. Standard Chartered's head of global research, Jeffrey Kendrick, revealed that they believe that Bitcoin is on the cusp of a major breakout that could propel it to new heights. He said, quote, "We see several drivers that could support this view, such as increasing institutional interest, growing recognition of its value proposition as digital gold, limited supply, and continuous innovation." Gareth thinks that Bitcoin holds a more important position as a safe haven alternative for investors and that Bitcoin can be compared to gold in the crypto market. We have continually seen flight from the bank to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as banks continue to battle several issues that threaten their stability. But he also warns that these rallies are to be regarded with extreme caution. What is your game plan for the crypto market? If you are bullies on crypto, hit the subscribe button. And if you are not, well, also hit the subscribe button. Stay safe. Adios, and thanks for watching.